I got a casserole in the oven. I gotta hurry through the script.
All the best people are crazy. All the best people are.
What's up, crazies? My name's Jessie, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am a digital intermediate engineer, also known as a conforming artist, who's been working the last couple of years in post-production and can tell you a lot about how movies are made and what to notice while watching them. Hey, you. And Happy New Year! Welcome to 2025. Wow. This century has finally developed a prefrontal cortex. We are getting old. We can think logically now. Even though it doesn't feel like it if you look at the state of the world. In case you missed the last episode, this is actually my first video of the year because January is my birthday month and I decided to take a teeny tiny break before getting back into it. As you might have picked up from my hint at the beginning, I will be watching You today. Not you.
Not you! I don't even know you!
I mean the Netflix show You. This year, there will be a fifth and final season, and I thought that it could be interesting to watch the first episode of the first season with you today. So I know the gist of the show, what it's about and all, but I have actually never seen it. This will be my first time reacting to it. So without further ado, let's dive in.
Hello there. Who are you?
Creepy.
Hey, Jangle. You like a little attention.
First thing I noticed, they definitely used an anamorphic lens for this. An anamorphic lens compresses the footage horizontally to make the field of view seem wider than it actually is. And I'm actually going to look up what kind. In this specific case, they used a Todd AO anamorphic lens. These are anamorphic lenses that were made in Los Angeles in the 1980s. The special thing about them is that there is a very small focal point right in the center of the lens and everything else around it becomes blurry. I really like it so far. It's so aesthetically pleasing. I really like it when productions use these kind of lenses. It's actually very hard to film with these because the focal point is so small that you really have to be extremely mindful of is everything in focus. In my last video, I mentioned that I worked on the series called Murder Mindfully, also Netflix, and I was in the dailies department. And if you've seen my Bridgerton video, you know that in the dailies department, you receive all of the footage from all of the shooting days. Part of what we do in the dailies department is that we watch all of the footage, every clip from start to finish to see if there's, all usable. They also used anamorphic lenses there. And I remember I had footage where it was just these two men sitting in chairs. There was details of their faces. They were spinning in a chair. And the only thing that was in focus was their eyes. It was my job to watch this footage and to focus, okay, is their eye still in focus or is it out of focus? And had to mark it all down if it was out of focus. And it was like after an hour, I was like, my head hurts. And I had to do this 2 days, maybe even 3 days in a row, just this footage. It looks really cool. But when you're in the dailies department and really have to look at every single clip they ever filmed, God, headache, I tell you, headache. But the result, obviously, amazing because these lenses are really pretty. But I just wanted to emphasize here, after being 2 minutes in, that it is really hard filming with these.
And you murmur your first word to me.
Hello. Do you work here?
Do you see the beauty of this lens? Do you see how everything else is blurry except for her face? This is stunning. Like the creepiness of the guy narrating how she walks into the bookstore aside, it makes it look fancy and expensive. Something else I noticed is that they have, because of the lenses they use, they have a lens aberration happening. Lens aberrations happen because the rays of light passing through a lens fail to converge at a single point. It's basically like an imperfection. A lens focuses a light. These can occur when lighting contrasts happen, like from dark to light. If I was in the QC department, I would have to mark this as a mistake. It could also be an aesthetic choice that they left it here. Technically, this would count as a technical error for a Netflix project, which this is, but there can be different reasons why they left it in. That's always a choice of the directors or camera people, producers, not mine. If I was in the QC department, I would just mark it down. If they want me to fix it, I could fix it. And if they don't want me to fix it, they leave it in.
Guilty. Can I help you find something?
Paula Fox?
It's a good choice.
I feel weirdly validated.
Mr. Mooney wants anyone in here who's even tangentially famous. He thinks it sells more books.
That's sad. People buying books because of what's popular, not because they want to be moved.
Sorry, I'm still not over how pretty this looks. Do you see how the focal point really is her face? And already her hair and her bracelet is blurry. I like how this looks. I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm not that big of a book nerd, but it looks pretty.
It's an epidemic. So he's gonna wander around for another, like, 5 or 10 minutes just to find something legitimate to buy with it.
Oh my god. Judgy nerds alert. That's Dan from Gossip Girl, right? He looks so grown up.
Oh, are you not wearing a bra? And you want me to notice? If this was a movie, I'd grab you and we'd go at it.
Ew. No. Bras are uncomfortable. That's why she's not wearing one. It's not about you. Is this a creep?
You have enough cash to cover this, but you want me to know your name.
Maybe she just didn't want to pay with cash, bruh. It's so crazy to see how his mind works. Like, oh, everything is about me. Are you a pick-me guy? Are you Ross Geller?
No, you want to pick me.
Guinevere?
Everyone just calls me Beck. And you're Joe?
Goldberg.
How do you start with Guinevere and end up with Beck? Also, this actress, she really reminds me of Lily Reinhart, the one who played Betty in Riverdale.
Hey, Paco. Is everything cool in there?
Yeah, Mom and Ron are just talking.
You are burning through that book, aren't you? Well, let me know when you finish. I'll get you another one.
I love that in my mind. I correlate this to the iconic Barbie movie. All for one
And one for all!
Let me know if I should react to a Barbie movie.
The point, Beck. Love is tricky.
Of course, this guy listens to vinyl. Oh, Beck is her last name.
The next thing our little friend the internet gave me was your address.
What? You found her address? Oh my god, dude, don't.
There it is.
God, are you insane?
It's like you've never seen a horror movie or the news.
True. And you are the news, so get out of there.
Is there more to you? Let's find out.
Let's not. No.
I know from your posted schedule that you teach a 6:30 class. By 10, you're at campus.
God, he met her once and he's like, you want me. If there's gonna be a scene where he breaks into her home and steals underwear, I'm gonna lose it. It's Emily Fields.
Can you believe it?
Hello, how you doing?
You remembered? Only because you wouldn't shut up about it.
Your social media is a liar. It says you're a happy-go-lucky dilettante. But underneath it all, you seem like the genuine article.
Usually I don't like voiceover. However, in this case, it's actually really well made. It actually adds to the story. You see what's happening and then his delusions about it. It's a new kind of show don't tell because it shows you something different than what he's telling you. Did you learn nothing from PLL? Why doesn't she have curtains? This just makes me think of like Edward. If Joe lived in a time where Edward was still a hunter, I don't think Joe would have lived to see tomorrow. Oh, she already has a boyfriend.
Beck, who the f*** is this?
I obviously shouldn't have got in the bathroom with any girl that wasn't you. And that's why no one starts their own artisanal soda company.
Artisanal soda. Oh my god, I agree with Joe. Who the f*** is this? And why are you with him?
Way to go, Beck. Looks like a catch. Benjamin J. Ashby, the third. Oh, there's 3 of them. Co-creator of a dating app that connects people through musical taste.
Oh, that is actually an interesting dating app. I would try that. Does that exist?
This guy is everything wrong with America.
Looks good on you, by the way. Extra weight.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Ooh, dump his ass. This guy is what's wrong with America. Yep. Okay, Joe was right. Ooh, I hate you.
Ooh. Ooh, I hate you. Ooh.
Come on, I'll show you where we keep the good stuff.
Okay. Does this creep of a creep have a basement? Oh no. Oh no, foreshadowing.
It's the cage. It's where we keep early editions and collectibles.
And all the bodies. Don't turn him into a psychopath, Joe. Oh, that was nice.
Don Quixote?
Quixote. About a guy who believes in chivalry, so he decides to be an old school knight.
This kid is cute. I hope he doesn't die. Something I also noticed about the film making of this, there's a lot of handheld, meaning the cameraman or woman had the camera on their shoulder while filming. It gives it like a bit of a shake, tiny bit. Of course, they use the stabilizer so it doesn't, go like this, like in the Hunger Games. One more addition to why it's even more impressive that most, if not all, of the footage is actually in focus. And secondly, I really also like it because handheld camera is often used to make you feel more immersed in the story. It's not all handheld, like that shot that just, went out from his weird, creepy basement. That was definitely like either a dolly shot or a camera was on a rail and they just pulled it back. I like the mix of it. It's very balanced and it fits to the scene, and somebody really thought about, okay, when will we use handheld, when will we use a dolly or a rail? So right now that there's probably going to be a confrontation, so they have a handheld to make it a bit more shaky, to give you a bit of a shaky feeling.
I'm a parole officer 15 years and I can see what you are. You're a freak.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There are scary people in the world, Beck. That's why it's important to be safe.
You're one of them.
Fun fact. Did you know the law requires gas leaks to be investigated?
So he breaks into her apartment. Fun. No, don't you.
I'll even do your laundry.
No. Put that back. You're making me stress eat. Shit officially lost. This is sussing behavior. If you don't know what a sussing is in the K-pop community a super obsessed fan that lives a parasocial relationship with a specific K-pop idol or multiples. It's one-sided. The type of obsessed fans that follow the idols to their apartments, hotels, wherever they're staying and, break in and steal their underwear, among other things. So yeah, this is definitely sussing behavior and you should be in jail.
If we're gonna seriously discuss poetry, it should be over a drink. There's a little gastropub I love.
I would love that, Paul.
You see how they jumped into close-up to their faces for the uneasiness she feels? Perfection in cinematography. Perfection.
No, I can't report him. That's not how it works.
I'm not worried. I've seen enough romantic comedies to know guys like me are always getting in jams like this.
Are you sure about that?
I know how much you helped me.
Why is she turning on the shower and not going in?
Hi, Bex. Hey, bitch. Where you at?
Meet me in Greenpoint.
And now she turns it back off?
Open mics are for models / singer-songwriters / vegans. I mean, these people don't want to hear some wannabe read a poem about the bleakness of life or whatever.
I love her.
I invited Benji back.
What? He likes poetry.
Some guys are assholes, and you just have to realize that.
Yes. Word.
You wrote songs about him. I lost my place.
I can't stand seeing this. I'm sorry. I just can't. Could it really be?
She's somewhere where I didn't follow her to. Huh? Oh shit. This is stressing me out. Oh my god. And she dies. First episode, she dies. Credits. Oh, that's a nice shot. Putting back on my teaching glasses. This is also where you can see that they are using a lens with a wide angle because it looks rounded. Oh, stop it with the epic music.
So sorry.
No, it's fine. I hated this jacket.
It really is crazy how charming he is, despite his creepiness.
Hey, I don't want to sound like a stalker, but
Haha.
I think I know you.
If your IQ is above a certain number, life is pretty much unbearable.
True.
Where did you come from, Joe Goldberg?
Hell.
I left for a little while.
To kill everybody else?
And I'm not a good chaser.
I'm a good stalker.
No, I didn't save your life.
Yeah, you did.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Thank you.
Of course, Benji.
Hi. This is Joe. He literally saved my life tonight.
Babe, I told you people are basically good.
Because, people are, actually, not that bad. They just need my artisanal soda to be better. Isn't Benji an instrument? Oh no. I meant banjo, but banjo, Benji, Steve, sleeve, same thing. Yeah, he looks like he would play the banjo. I understand why Joe feels the need to save her, but at the same time, it's like, no, she did not ask you to, and you're a creep, so maybe not.
It's a great job, bro.
Bro, you waste of hair.
Okay, that was actually funny. You waste of hair. I'm gonna use that.
Shit. Phone. Must have dropped it in the subway.
Oh.
I bet he has it because she took it.
You are special. You're talented. You're passionate. You're smart.
Is she?
Except in the ways you are really not.
I called it.
What you really need is someone to save you.
No, she needs to be single. Again, I'm always advocating this. Be single. You can do so much better than Benji. You can do so much better than this creep named Joe. Be single. Enjoy your life. Do your thing, girl. You don't need a man.
Dear Benji, heard about your soda. Am interested in including you on my fall list of must-tries. Would love to discuss, perhaps even try some. Jeff Pavenzi, the culture guy from New York Magazine.
Music tells us that something's going awry, and I bet this is a scam or something. I've guessed every plot twist almost. Sorry to say, but you've grown a bit predictable. Did you really think I needed all the gods at the Hex Gates?
Let's set something up. Jeff! Hey!
I knew it! Called it. Ooh. Yup. You walked straight into that one, dude. Ooh.
Hey, man, I'm thinking maybe...
Is he dead now?
It's 2 p.m. when the door chimes, and I'm ready. You told your girlfriends you'd come by. I know this because I have your phone.
Well, I wanted to say thank you.
No, you already did that.
It's so... I don't know how to describe this feeling. It's eerie, but also kind of has you hooked because you know what he's thinking and what he's been going through and all of his like delusional parasocial relationships. She has no idea because she's so oblivious and obviously not the smartest. Oh, this is so weird. I don't know how to feel.
I got you a present.
No, please. You don't have to get me anything.
Shut up and just look at it. So... Anyway, that, and I better...
Maybe if you're not too busy.
Why are they all pausing and breathing when they're talking? This kind of acting like it is so Netflix. I don't know. It is so Riverdale too.
Hop on.
Without a helmet?
You can use mine. Or we can walk. We take a bus, or we can call your mom.
I don't know. Like, she's so much reminds me of Lily Reinhart when she acts. I don't know. It's the way she pauses and enunciates.
I heard you. Whatever you need to do or explore, I support you.
Anyway, that, and I better...
Maybe if...
And he kind of does the same when he's talking with her. I think he matches her energy because when we hear his thoughts, he talks in a different way. But he pauses the same way she does, I think, to, make her feel comfortable.
We could get a drink sometime?
Sure. See you, Joe.
Aren't you dating someone? Why are you flirting with this guy? How are you still alive?
Whatever you think I did, you got the wrong guy.
No. I don't.
Stop smiling! Oh no. Okay, is it over? Oh, it's over. Creepy. Let's move on to final thoughts. I still don't know how to feel about this show. I'm still processing. It's not a new show, of course. The first season did air in 2018. Simpler times. But to me, this is still a new concept. We are watching a stalker story, but instead of watching it through the eyes of the stalked, we're watching it through the eyes of the stalker. And that, to me, is a new thing and gives it a completely new twist. It is creepy and kind of disgusting, but weirdly also intriguing because yes, this man is delusional, like many of his species, but also the way that he treats this neighboring kid shows that he's more than just a stalker. Joe has a savior complex, and he sees himself as the only one who can save Beck and make her life right in the way that he perceives her life to be right. So he's made it his mission to save her, even though she never asked to be saved. Yes, she is a mess and kind of damsel in distressy, but at the same time, she is a grown woman, capable of taking care of herself, making decisions for her life, and carrying the consequences of her mistakes. I don't know if I will continue watching the show just because of the feeling I'm left with after watching it. However, as I mentioned already, I really like the aesthetic style of the show. The use of the anamorphic lenses is just perfection. The handheld camera makes it feel immersive. The cinematography is very thought through and always conveys something in a subtle but sure way. The color grading gives everything such a warm, cozy feel, and the tone and lighting underline this. It also makes the discrepancy between what we see versus what we hear Joe think so much more prominent. Because the colors and Joe on the surface look mundane, average even. But then, when we hear his thoughts, all the red flags go off all at once. And this is also underlined by the sound design and the soundtrack. Because every time something happens that seems simple and mundane, the soundtrack is eerie. There are some weird noises, and there's this kind of like heartbeat, pumping beat sort of in the background, very low. And that's what makes you feel, ugh, I'm seeing something, but what I'm feeling and what I'm hearing is something else. And I really, really like how they made this contrast work between what we see versus what we hear. So aesthetically, definitely done very, very well. And they completely achieved what they wanted to achieve, and that is what I actually really enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. What are your thoughts on the show You? Have you been a fan since day one, or are you just discovering it now, like me? Let me know in the comments down below, and also if I should continue watching it. I truly hope that your start into the new year has been pleasant, and that 2025 will be your 2020 ride. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, but also to my second channel, Jessie Grace, where I am starting out as an indie musician. Turn on notifications to never miss an upload and all the amazing content coming your way. Stay crazy. See you next time. Bye!
Right now, I've got somewhere else to be. I'm feeling fantastic.